Lexus LBX review. From £29,995. Lexus challenges the notion that there is insufficient demand for plush small cars. Design and styling. If you were to refer to the LBX as a leather-lined Toyota Yaris Cross, Lexus's engineers would probably take offense, because they have done rather more to the shared bones than that. Naturally, it uses the same TNGAB platform, the last letter indicates the B segment, and a version of the same hybrid powertrain, but engineers claim the two were developed separately. The LBX's electric motor produces 9 bhp more, if no more torque than the Yaris's, and to make sure that there's enough juice for the motor, there's a larger battery with 1 whole kWh of capacity versus the 0.76 kWh in the Yaris, and a different chemistry, nickel metal hydride instead of lithium-ion. E4 four-wheel drive versions will join the range later in 2024 and feature a 6.3 bhp, no, not 6.3 bhp, 38 pounds-feet induction motor on the rear axle. Evidently, it does little for performance. The four-wheel drive version takes 0 for sec longer to reach 62 miles per hour, and is simply there to provide additional traction in slippery, low-speed circumstances. And while the obtuse all-modern cars look, the same crowd might disagree. The LBX is a very different car on the road from the Yaris Cross, sharing no body panels with the Toyota. The LBX has a 20mm longer wheelbase for 10mm greater length overall. It adopts a new generation of Lexus design, which tones down the spindle grille a tad and integrates it more into the front moldings. Compared with the Yaris, the pillars are set further backwards for a longer bonnet, and with a bit of goodwill you can even see the flared wheel arches Lexus's literature mentions. Unfortunately, the resulting drag coefficient is rather high, at 0.34. Interior. The first thing you notice when you open the door to the LBX is that Lexus has absolutely succeeded in making the interior feel very upmarket, just shrunken down from, say, the Lexus RX. The design is restrained and modern, but not reductionist and simplistic like a Tesla or a recent Range Rover, while the materials are appealing, with copious soft-touch synthetic leather that's indistinguishable from the real thing. The 9.8-inch touchscreen doesn't dominate because it is nicely integrated into the dashboard architecture, and there's a fair selection of physical buttons, such as for the temperature, driving mode, and auto hold. While the LBX offers a mostly convincing luxury car experience, it falters with some unnecessarily annoying tech. Multimedia system. The LBX uses the same multimedia as other recent Lexus and Toyota models. It's a fairly rudimentary interface that works well in a Yaris, but doesn't feel entirely appropriate for a luxury car, unlike in a Mercedes-Benz or Genesis. Where the system does share its bones with cheaper Kias, the interface, fonts, and functionality don't feel like an extension of the Lexus brand. You might simply default to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The latter requires a cable, but this presents issues as well. You always need to agree or disagree to terms and conditions firsthand, due to the lack of a permanent home button or shortcut bar. Exiting CarPlay to adjust the car settings is cumbersome. The 6-speaker sound system that was standard on our Premium Plus design test car sounded mostly unremarkable. A 13-speaker Mark Levinson system comes on Takumi trim and up. Engines and performance. Toyota's full hybrid powertrain is simultaneously simple and complex. The core concept that goes back to the first Prius is a supremely elegant piece of engineering, because it puts the petrol engine and 2 electric motors, 1 larger drive motor, and 1 smaller motor that works as a generator, and to vary the gear ratio in a planetary gear set to create a hybrid powertrain that behaves like ACVT, and where all components can work together without having to engage or disengage. It's too complex a concept to explain fully here, but the end user can simply put petrol in the tank, select D and squeeze the accelerator to go. As a stress-free way to power what is supposed to be a stress-free car, it has a lot going for it, indeed. While dual-clutch automatic gearboxes can be less than smooth, the LBX's CVT is impeccable. However, it is possible to catch it on the back foot. Successive demands for hard acceleration that don't give the car much chance to regenerate energy can quickly deplete the battery, which means the electric motor can't deliver full power. As a result, subsequent 0 to 60 miles per hour runs took 8 sec, 9, 5 sec, and 10.6 sec. This isn't just a product of the test track. You can feel it during spirited driving on a B road, or when you need to accelerate. After having poodled through town on mainly electric power, the 3-pot then starts to sound coarser and noisier. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for other latest videos. Thank you.